Okay, that's due on Monday. As long as your teacher says it's okay, yeah. And you're working on stuff. You're welcome. Alright, so we're on page 12. Only got 6 problems. Okay, so juniors, I've said this every day. I'm going to keep saying it, and for the rest of the week, which is just today. Never mind, because today's Friday. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just realized today's Friday. Juniors, Monday's a big day for you, okay? Monday, during your English and history class, I can't remember which one it is. Is it history or English? Y'all know? English? I heard it's history. Okay, one of the 2 classes, either history or English. Your counselors are going to come in, and they're going to give you a piece of paper with your registration information. Your teachers are going to sign off on it. You have to take it to each one of your teachers to sign off on which classes they recommend for you. That doesn't mean that's the class you have to take. It's just the one that we recommend, okay? If you want to override what we sign off on, your parents have to sign a waiver saying, hey, even though this is what your teacher recommended, this is what I want them to take instead, okay? So that is not set in stone. If you, does that make sense, everybody? Okay, 3rd period on Monday. 3rd period on Monday, you will go to the auditorium, check in with your teacher first, then go to the auditorium for the counselors can go through a lot of stuff with you because there is a lot of information your senior year that you need to know, okay? So juniors, be on time, 3rd period, be ready to go. There's a lot of stuff you need to know. Finally, 6 p.m. on Monday is the parent meeting. There's going to be college recruiters there ready to answer questions for you because there's a lot of things, guys. You don't realize how much stuff happens your senior year, okay? There's a lot of decisions you've got to make pretty soon in order to get like the top scholarships and stuff. So keep that in mind. Do y'all have any questions, juniors? Rising seniors, can you believe you're almost a senior? 1 quarter left. I'm a little reminiscent because y'all my first babies here at Thompson that I've seen all the way through. I know. So I'm a little reminiscent about it. So y'all were my first freshmen here at Thompson. Yep. Okay. Anyway, let's enough of that. Sophomores, if I haven't already signed, I think the deadline was yesterday or today to turn in your registration packets. Do y'all know what day it was for sophomores? Was it yesterday? Okay. So have y'all already talked to your counselors and stuff, sophomores? Yeah? Sweet. Okay. Here we go. You ready? What's different about this stuff than what we've been doing? It got an equal sign, right? So it's a little different, okay? So here we go. If you're on a test and you're like, holy moly, I don't know how to do this stuff, and you're like, it's got an equal sign. So when it has an equal sign, you can do this. You still have to get the denominators to be the same, but let me show you what you can do. You ready? We can multiply. We can multiply by the least common multiple. Instead of trying to get everything to be the same, we can multiply by the least common multiple, and it gets rid of all the fractions so we don't have to deal with fractions anymore, okay? So what would all of these need to be the same as this one? X plus 3. There you go. So I'm going to multiply everything by x plus 3. And we're going to multiply all of them. I'm going to watch how I do it. Okay, what about 6 and 18? What's the least common multiple? What's the smallest number that they both go into? 18. There you go. 6 goes into 18, and 18 goes into 18. All right, now, for this first problem, I would suggest that you write down what I'm going to do. After you see what we're doing, most of you will be able to do it in your head, okay? So here we go. We are going to distribute that to all 3 of these, right? So we have 4 over x plus 3 times 18 x plus 3. Then we're going to plus. Do you see something that already cancels out right there because I'm multiplying? X plus 3 is going to cancel out right there, okay? Look, no more denominator. Woohoo! No more fraction. All right, let's do the next one. Then it's going to be 5 over 6 times 18 x plus 3. Do you see something that cancels out with that 6? 18. And what number goes into both of them? 6 goes into both of them, which leaves me with 3. There you go. Yes, you are, because that's not the question I asked. All right, last one is the 23 over 18 times the 18x plus 3. And what cancels out completely? 18s. So now all I have left is regular numbers. What's 4 times 18? 72. And no more x plus 3, right? I'm done with that? Plus, now I got 5 times 3. What's 5 times 3? 15, and no more denominator, but I still have the x plus 3. All right, the only thing I have left on the equal side is 23 and x plus 3. Woo, holy moly, I have no more fractions to deal with. Yes, ma'am. What's 3 times 5? All right, what do you see I can do now to simplify? Just distribute. There you go. All right, so you've got 72 plus 15x plus 15 times 3. There you go. 23 times x is 23x. And 23 times 3 is 69. Very good. All right, what do you see I can do from there? I don't want to factor because I don't have an exponent. All right, you want to combine these two first? What's that give me? 117. Bless you. Okay, bless you. You only get so many of those a day now. I'm just making you know. All right. Okay, so I don't have an exponent. If I don't have an exponent, I don't want to factor anything. I want to do it the old-fashioned way since like 7th grade in middle school and solve it like normal. What would I do? Subtract the 59 or the 69. Actually, we can do it all in one step. All right, we subtract the 15 over here. What do we get? How much? 8. Not 18. 8. Y'all okay with that? All right, then I'm going to subtract the 69 over here. How much does that give me? 48. Very good. And then divide by 8. And what's x equal? 6. Okay, now here's the only thing. You ready? The bottom of a fraction cannot equal what number? It cannot equal 0, right? So we have to make sure that this is acceptable. Plug this back into the denominator. Does that make the denominator equal to 0 when I plug in 6? No. Nope. Is this ever going to change? No. Is this ever going to change? No. Nope. So it doesn't make my denominators equal 0. So that's my answer. All right, let's do number 2. Then it would be extraneous. You would mark it out.
Well, when you first drew that box or not?
Most of you, after a few of these, will be able to see what cancels in your head. So, number 2. Do you want me to write everything out on number 2 again? Yeah? Okay. Okay, here we go. So, we need to multiply by what's going to make those fractions go away. So, x plus 3. Every single one of those fractions has to have an x plus 3 to make them have the same denominator. What about 2 and 10? What's the LCM between them? 10. Very good. Okay, now look, if you want to try to do this in your head and see what cancels, so like for example, here we go, you ready? If I were to distribute this to the first fraction, what would cancel out? And what would be left? 20. So I'm going to leave a step, I'm going to write that step, but if you're trying to do it in your head, that's what you would have left. If you don't want to do it in your head, here's what you would have. Y'all okay so far? Alright, so let's do it. If we're doing it in our heads, let's do it first. If I were to distribute that to the 3 over 2, what happens?
15x plus 45.
Where'd you get it from?
The 2 cancels out and it makes it a 5.
Very good, Matthew. And 3 times 5 is 15, x plus 3, okay? If you don't want to do it in your head, here's the 3 over 2 times the 10, x plus 3. 10 and 2 reduce to give you 5. What's wrong? And then 3 times 5 is 15. Alright, and then it equals. Okay, let's do it in our heads. You ready? If you distribute to the 9 over 10, what happens? What cancels out? The 10s, and you left with 9 and x plus 3. If you want to write that step, it's 9 over 10 times 10x plus 3. Those 10s cancel. Are y'all okay? Do you see what I'm talking about? By most of you will be able to do this in your head by the end of the day today? Yes, ma'am.
For the 15, okay, never mind.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Never mind.
Okay. All right, distribute. Looks like most of y'all, once I got you to that point, are already doing it on your own. What? Whoa, 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 what?
Yeah, finish. Yeah, go ahead and finish.
Okay, these two combined, that gives you 65 plus 15x.
27, or 65 minus 27 equals 30.
Okay, so you want to move the 65 over here, and that would be 38, actually negative.
Well, yeah, leave that other way.
Hold on. And then move the 9, and that would give you 6x divided. It's just a fraction. Y'all freak out about fractions. Good grief. All right, what number goes into 38 and 6? 2, right? So that would be x equals negative, how much? 19 over 3.
So is it a fraction?
Yes.
That's not going to equal 0.
Is that going to make any of them equal 0? Nah. So we good to go. Are y'all okay? Yes, ma'am.
Could it be negative 61? Like, could you write that?
Yeah, you could make it as negative 6 and 1/3. Yep. Yep. But we normally leave them as fractions because when you get to pre-cal and calculus, for some of you that are going to go that route, those fractions are going to help you a lot more than those mixed numbers are. What you got, D?
How do you make sure that that was right on the other side? Like you said something about 0.
Right here, what would make this bottom equal 0? This ain't negative 3, so he's good to go. And nothing's ever going to make these two equal 0. So we're good to go. You just have to make sure that denominator is not going to be 0. Okay, y'all think y'all can try number 3, and then we'll do 4 together?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's do that. Go for that. You should get 20 as your answer on number 3. Should get 20.
Yeah, I get 20.
Huh? All right, y'all check your work with that. See if you got the same thing, okay? Y'all okay? Y'all need a minute before we start on 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
What?
I'm just going to
I said that. Hold on. Hold on. What'd you get?
8 and 8.
Yep, very good. All right, here we go. Let's do number 4. Number 4. First thing you have to do before you can factor stuff is what? First thing you have to do before you can multiply stuff is factor, right? Gosh. Okay. Let's see. Let me cut this off so we can get all this here. Where to go? Okay, so x plus 5 cannot cancel factor. And let's see. Let's go ahead and multiply the bottom, or factor the bottom. What's that give you? Okay. All right, now look, guys, you don't want to, you can't factor that top anyway. So there's no point in doing it anyway, because then you're not going to be able to combine like terms.
What?
I just factored this bottom is all. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay, now you see how much easier that makes your life? All of them would need what?
Everything.
No. They would all need x plus 5, and what was the other one? X plus 3. Very good. Do I need to write everything out? Does anybody need me to still write things out? Okay, here we go. We do it to this one, right? What cancels on this one? X plus 5, so it would be 2x and x plus 3. All right, now here's where you have to be careful. Most of you learned this on your checkpoint. This subtraction is to all of that, okay? So I would put that in parentheses if I were you. Okay, so when I distribute to this one, what happens here? They all cancel out, so I just got the numerator left. Okay, but you have to put that in parentheses, or you have to change all the signs. If you don't put it in parentheses, you would have to say minus x squared plus x plus 10 if you didn't put in parentheses. All right, do the last one. The x plus 3's cancel, so it'd be 3 and x plus 5. Y'all okay? Okay, here we go. Looks like most of y'all are doing it on your own, so we just distribute. All right, we can combine like terms. The x squares would give me 1x squared, or just x squared. 3x and 1x would give me 4x. I don't know why I just wrote 40. 4x plus 10.
Yeah, that's what I was.
What? Oh, dang. Thank you. So that would give me 7. Yep, 6x plus x is 7x. All right. Uh-huh. Yeah, I didn't distribute the 2 times the 3. I was going too fast. Okay, so because I have an exponent, of x squared, that's when I want to set everything equal to 0 and factor. What's wrong, B?
Why did you change that 10 to a positive?
Because this negative, the subtraction, was to all of them.
That's what I said.
That's the one that got you on your checkpoints. Remember? Number 3?
No.
That's why we do them.
Yeah, it's because I haven't finished.
Ah. You don't have much time left. All right, so move the 3, we would get 4x. Move the 15, we would get negative 5. Factors of 5 that add or subtract to be 4 are 5 and 1. Factors of 5 that add or subtract to be 4 are 5 and 1. Just like they've always been. Negative 1, positive 5. This is usually one of the more difficult ones, too. Well, that's nice. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what did he call me?
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I just wrote it backwards. Sorry.
And then 5 doesn't work.
Why?
Because I close 5.
There you go. To make this equal to 0, that would be negative 5, right? So this one is extraneous. It will not work. Yes, dear.
I did it a different way and I only got positive 1s.
What'd you do?
I factored the x squared plus 7x plus 10 And then I put it equal to 3 parentheses x plus 5.
Uh-huh.
And then I solved it from there.
That will only work when you have an extraneous one. If you don't have an extraneous one, like if both of these were supposed to be my answers, then it won't work that way. So, which if you know that there's going to be, if you can, I don't know how you would know that unless you could do that in your head. Yeah, but it'll work if you have an extraneous one. All right, let's do 5. Here we go. Let's do number 5. Okay. Ooh, this one's different. How? There's a whole number, but that's okay because you can make any number a whole number by making a fraction by putting it over 1. All right. What would they all need?
6y minus 2.
Look, y'all pros at this already. All right. So if you do the first one, the y minus 2's cancel out. It's 5 times 6, which is 30. You do it to the second one, nothing's going to cancel out. So it's 2 times 6, which is 12, y minus 2. And if you do it to the last one, the 6's cancel out, which leaves you 17, y minus 2. Y'all okay? Y'all just want to go and check it?
Yeah.
Okay, looks like y'all already doing that anyway.
Yeah.
I know, y'all got this. I get it? Michael's 8. And it doesn't make the bottom equal to 0, so that's my answer. Sweet. Yeah. What do I not want you to do?
Probably whatever happens.
All right, if you got it, go ahead and go on to number 6. What you got, Matthew?
Number 6,
Yeah?
you know that it's going to be the x minus 5 and x minus 4.
So you could factor this in your head, or you're assuming? You do not assume. You make sure that it gives
I
you.
look at it and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's fine.
Okay, as long as you check it, then that's fine. As long as you can check it, that's fine. Yeah, because that's what I can do. But you got to check it first. All right, y'all just go to town on 6 and see if you get the same answer. We're in the checkpoint. All right, guys, once you get the right answer, go ahead and finish. Several of you have checkpoints. You've got 2 checkpoints that you need to be working on, okay? Most of you have the first one finished.
Well, we have 2 checkpoints?
Yeah. You had one Tuesday, which was a handwritten one. Not Tuesday. You had one last week, which was a handwritten one from the 22nd last week. Most of you already turned that in. You've already turned that in. And then you have one from Tuesday, which was a typed one. This one. You have turned in those ones. Too. All right. Sarah, I need those of you. So I have 10 people who I still need their checkpoints from Tuesday. And I have 4 people who I still need their handwritten checkpoint from last week, okay? So that's what we need to be working on. All right, so we have finished everything, guys. Woohoo! Third quarter's almost over. Finished everything for third quarter. Monday and Tuesday, we are going to review. Monday and Tuesday is review. And Wednesday is your test. Huh?
We don't have any money.
Probably no more homeworks before the end of the quarter. We'll have some more next quarter. Yes. Yes. Take creative. What are you planning to do after high school?
Wait, have you done